Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over the Dead City trailer and everything you might have missed and stuff that just might be unanswered and forming some theories about it. First things first, I'm going to play the trailer for you to watch and then I'm going to go into it bit by bit, and so let me go ahead and play it. So yeah, I mean, that was a really cool trailer. It was really short, only like 20 seconds. We saw a lot. We saw a lot of what New York is like. We saw our characters, but we didn't see any of the story, which I'm glad they didn't do. I think The Walking Dead has a tendency to spoil what the story is going to be or throw us off a little bit what the story is going to be, which I don't really like them doing. I kind of just like when they show us cool parts of it that aren't really significant to the story, but still make it look really cool. And I think that was exactly what this trailer was. I mean, so let me just go ahead and explain it. So the first scene we saw with Negan and Maggie holding their knives out to that guy holding his helmet, we actually saw that guy later on in the trailer take his mask off. So I'm not sure if this guy's supposed to be some main character or if he's just gonna be some random that dies in like 20 seconds. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, he was in there for quite a bit. I'd say he got like 3 seconds of screen time on this trailer. So, I mean, he might be an important character. And then after that, we saw the scene of the walkers just walking through Manhattan, which isn't really that important because, you know, they don't look like any variants to me. But here's what I found really interesting at this part right here. So this guy, I think this guy is gonna be a big character, or, you know, one of the supporting characters. We see him looking through this pamphlet and then he opens it and he points his finger at Manhattan. I'm just curious as to what he's looking through and why is he pointing at Manhattan. I mean, obviously I know this is set in Manhattan, but what makes this random guy that we don't know anything about, what makes him so interested about Manhattan? Which makes me consider, why does Negan and Maggie go to Manhattan? Originally I thought it was something CRM related, but you know, just by seeing how this guy reacts when he sees Manhattan on there, it's almost like Negan and Maggie had a reason to go there. Now this next scene is pretty interesting to me. So this girl has like these deer horns and she's clanking them together and Negan and Maggie are right there. Not sure what she's trying to distract. We don't see any walkers or anything there. You know, like I said, Walking Dead always does this stuff to throw us off a little bit, like make it seem it's some mythological universe in the different parts of the world, but it's just like a small portion of the show. You know, I don't think deer horns really mean anything in New York City. I think that's just like some random survivor they found. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to see. And then after that scene, we see Negan and Maggie, and then this guy right here just walking. And this guy right here, that's not the girl that was clanking the deer horns, but I think that's the guy from the cover of Dead City. This photo right here, I think that's him. It could just be anyone, but you know, who knows? You know, I'm just kind of curious as to how many supporting characters are going to be in this show, because obviously Negan and Maggie are going to be the main characters, but there has to be some other characters that support the cast. And then right here we see some walkers looking back at a light, so I can't say if they're variant walkers, but then it cuts to the scene of that guy wearing that helmet, taking his helmet off. So I'm not sure what all this means. You know, I think these are really pieced together in a certain way to throw us off a little bit, but maybe there's someone that like rehoards walkers and stuff like that. I don't know. Okay, now this part we can all collectively agree was the coolest part. This walker is literally tearing through like skin or whatever it is, and it's just such a terrifying walker. I've never seen something this scary in The Walking Dead, man. Like, this is like a spook, like a horror house, man. Not sure what's going on in it, man. It's like ripping through something. I can't tell what it's even ripping through. I don't know if it's a variant. I'd assume it's a variant, but it could just be any walker, because if you guys don't remember, in the Walking Dead season 11 trailer, there was that walker that was getting its skin pulled off, and like everyone was like, whoa, it's like so weird, like that's gotta be a variant walker. But no, it was just some random walker that just didn't mean anything to the story, which is what I'm saying, that Walking Dead does that. They put in a very, very insignificant thing to the story, and then they put it in the trailer to throw us off a little bit. But right here, this next one confirms that there are going to be variant walkers in Dead City, because these walkers are opening doors. So yeah, guys, I'm really excited to see that, and I'm also excited to know if variant walkers have always been in New York. Like, imagine we see some variant walkers and Negan and Maggie are like, no way, like they're here too, but then like everyone else there is just so used to it. That's going to be interesting. All right, now this next part really confused me. This guy was doing boxing with walkers. Okay, like come on now. You know, I don't even know what to say about that, man. Everyone seems to be having a fun time. They're cheering on, having a fun time. And once again, I'm piecing things together. I don't know. This might be the guy that we saw in the beginning looking at the Manhattan paper. It does kind of look like him. It might not be him. It might. Who knows? This next scene gave me some Commonwealth type vibes. This guy just throws some random person or walker off this ledge, and everyone's just screaming in the background. Low-key NPCs in the background. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, come on, man. We're like 20 years into the apocalypse, and you're all like, oh, it's kind of funny, but I don't know if this means anything. It could just be a walker. It could just be like, and it doesn't seem to be Negan or Maggie that's throwing that person off. So yeah, we'll have to see. There's probably gonna be some beef between other characters too. And in the final scene, Negan just smiling behind Maggie, and Maggie's just looking out. So yeah, I mean, it's honestly a really cool trailer. I really liked it, and I think this is gonna be a good show. Something tells me this show isn't gonna be as good as the Daryl Dixon spinoff for some reason. I don't know why. The reason I think that is because like I haven't heard like Jeffrey Dean Morgan or Lauren Cohan talk about how good this show's gonna be. It's almost been kind of silent, really, and I feel like, if anything, because I heard they are making a season 2 of Dead City, I think season 2 will be a lot better. Also, another thing I'm really concerned about is the time skip. But, you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. It might not be a big deal. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.